purpose of channel and update and retrospectively what I should have put in to a channel intro. I will make this a channel intro on all the channels if I feel like it for a little while and then take it back down because we don't want channel intros. RFI, RFC, and FYI YouTube videos that I put up, or research terminating cliches or cliches. I put up videos sometimes that are labeled RFI, RFC, or FYIs, or whatever, of what I can find. Sometimes they're a stub video, I stole that from Wikipedia, where it has just enough information to confirm that really there's no need for that video, just like there's no need for that Wikipedia article, but it is something I found interesting to look up, and I give you what I can find. If I can come to a conclusion, however, where I found enough information to make a statement that's at least not inaccurate, it's not authoritative, it's just useful information, I leave the video up as a springboard, or starting point for anybody else who might be doing research on the subject, meaning the title of the video will be in the form of answering or trying to answer whatever question you did to find it when you type it into YouTube or Google. And these videos will have request for comment, request for information, or FYI to them, usually in the title, and they just tell you, here's what I can find so far, here are the links below me, read them. And it may save you a lot of research time. The reason I do this is a sort of pseudo-collaborative public forum, part of the commons kind of thing. This isn't the Wikipedia version of reality kind of thing. It's more of the real thing. When people did research on many subjects, they would go out of their way to make it easily cross-referenced as soon as they could find a way to do so, beyond the Dewey Decimal System, so that people could find their research and save themselves a lot of work. This is one of the reasons we have any information at all. And I truly believe that it advances human knowledge and makes progress. It also makes it to where I can get it out of my head, put it on paper or on a web page, or in this case, in a YouTube video. I used to do this on my website and still have them up. And I've been saying over and over again I should do videos based on the crap that I put up on my web page, mostly because then I can take the web page down. Except, it's still up. Next. Just answering questions with WAPTEK, based on the JAQing people do, where they claim they're just asking a question, but really they're making an assertion and avoiding critique for saying something bombastically stupid. That's usually a snarky response to somebody who's posted something as a fact, but forms it as a question for that reason, so they can avoid having to answer any questions or explain where they got their information from. Those are videos I put up for A, responding to people, because they are actually asking me questions, or at least they claim they are, and B, to answer the question so that you can find the links, which makes me much more useful, if not appreciated, by people who are looking up the same question. If you're looking up Nibiru, or however you want to pronounce it, you'll find me posting in the past a bunch of videos explaining this, and explaining how to research it without looking like a complete tool. That was useful to a lot of people, and also hated by others. But the point is, that was the point of it. People would make assertions and claim things, and were hoping I would make a response that they could get anger management issues from, but all I did was give them links and sources, and turned many people to the dark side of looking shit up before they open their mouths, and actually reduced a tiny bit the amount of stupidity on the planet. And I'd like to do one of my favorite quotes. Writing a book or doing any endeavor to improve human knowledge is like taking a droplet of water to the ocean and saying, here. And that is really how it is. It's just worse now, because it's not, at that time, you might compare it to more of a lake rather than an ocean. But truly, it's always been an ocean. Next, I want to point out that a lot of work I do has cross-references and hashtags implied, if not overtly done, in the YouTube video itself, in the title, since that's what's paid attention to, really, and the first few sentences, so that people who are asking a question can have an answer, aka the real reason for just answering your question with WAPTEK. I just answer their question, get out of their way, and provide all the links in the description if possible. State of the YouTube channels. YouTube apparently, as of right now, has stopped shooting down my channels for bullshit reasons, because now they've had to flag things from 2 years ago to try to find an excuse to give me negative points, which means they've run out of shit to flag. And we're not seeing as many people complaining on Reddit and in the internet in general about being flagged for misinformation of any kind, because YouTube and Google have stopped being complete dicks about it. A lot like Facebook did They did it immediately so you could get away with crap, which made things worse. YouTube and Google have stopped doing it as much. They do this every year. This is their culling of the herd where they get rid of accounts that they can't make money off of. I don't let them monetize, so I'm a particular target. If I allowed them to monetize all my videos, this would be less likely to happen. But I'm a stubborn bastard about it, so I won't do it. They'll still put ads on it, but me resisting is to be punished. And if anybody's curious, and nobody is, yes, there is a fourth channel I could access if I go out and waste $20 buying a talk and toss phone, assigning a phone number, hoping it's not a recycled phone number, and then authenticate the channel, and YouTube would probably give me control over it again. I'm not going to. It wasn't watched by very many people, and I don't give a shit anymore. If I'm going to start a channel, I'm going to start one that's never been flagged, because that way they have no reason to do anything to me. That means I'll have to do the uber hacker trick of titling the YouTube channel WAPTEK without it being one word. It'll be spelled WAP space TEK, and I'll indicate on my channel if I've started it. So that's the state of the channel currently. I have 3 of them. They are linked in almost every video, but not all of them. COPA compliance at the Copa Cabana, linking below, is also going to be included in most of them, but it's bullshit. They're not enforcing that anymore, as far as I can tell. And that's it. Again, the purpose of all of my videos is either A, I'm doing a little project where I'm trying to get it out of my head and get it out there, hoping that it'll make it less work for someone else. Next, the real reason I do all my videos, people make comments or ask me questions, so I post them as a response. And lastly, stubs of information I could find, so I'd stop researching because I've given up on trying to find more data. Thanks for watching, because I do appreciate that people watch. I wish you all luck, because you'll need it, because in this life, if you're looking me up for information, you may be desperate. And have a good day.